Okay. So I see that going to the gym
Mm-hmm.
and relaxing, working on your body and keeping your mind healthy
Mm-hmm.
along with your body gives you a sense of relief from the day,
Mm-hmm.
and you are able to pick the baby up from the daycare
Yeah.
and get you, you know, to allow you to feel better
Yes.
and go on with your daily activities as far as your assignments and things.
Yes.
So, after doing so, when you, um, do you have anything else to add?
I want to go to counseling again, or just kind of keep a continual um, person there as I go through some phases of development. People experiencing a lot of change. I've been experiencing a lot of change. I've been coming out of my shell since COVID. You know, we unmasked ourselves with everything. So that process is a lot of change. So I think just maybe continuing to get counseling is something that I can do to keep myself from becoming withdrawn, because it got to an anxiety point, and the best thing to do is to kind of reach out. And sometimes you just don't know. And now that I know, I want to keep doing it so that I don't become withdrawn and isolated and more fearful and anxious, I think is what that makes happen. So,
How did you feel when you were withdrawing from people in your surroundings?
it's not it's something that is like unintentional. It's just something, it kind of feels like that's what you need to. And for whatever reason, it feels better not to be than to be out, you know. And so, and then it just gets to a point like you haven't. The only time you see people is when you go to the grocery store. So it could be a little bit like depression,
Yes, I was going to say
you know,
that.
and sickness and the world. But if it's inside of you and you can't get it out, then it's you, you know. So it could be all those things, and then because I could deal with it, you know, but then there was medicine that you can take for it, and it was like a light bulb went off, because it makes you feel like it's okay to be out instead of inside, and you feel like a normal person. And it's like when it's happening to you, though, it's hard for people to tell you that there's something wrong when you can't see it yourself. So it's just one of those things where if you know it can happen, try to see it before it happens again. So
Well, I see that you have recognized what's going on in your life, what you need to do to obtain the sense of um, awareness,
yes.
um, now and in the future. I commend you for wanting to stay in counsel so that you can counsel, because you are always going to have to counsel. You have children.
Yep.
So to stay in counsel would be one of the things that's suggested for most mothers going through the life that you have as far as school and job and raising babies and adults, because we never stop raising our children,
No, ever.
and we're
That's
always
true.
going to be mothers. And so you mentioned anxiety. What does that look like for you?
Um, it looks like not being able to complete something that because something that is there keeping you from something that's a goal. That's what it looks like for me. The inability to see around or through a situation. It could be as simple as like, how am I going to get up these stairs with these groceries and the baby? And then just getting stuck there. So like spend like 5 or 10 minutes decompressing on my phone and saying, is it the energy? Is it the anxiety? Is it the trip? What is it? But it feels like that you're stuck in a place, and that creates a lot.
Trying to figure out the barrier.
Yeah, what is that? What is that thing that keeps me from like the motivation that I used to feel, And it could sometimes it's a combination of exhaustion, of just needing to sit for a minute. not understanding like just the pathway to the door, it's like,
Yes.
because it's never like a path of least resistance. It's always like full throttle, the most resistant.
Mhm.
It's like resistance training. I'm trying
Okay.
to get groceries upstairs.
Yeah. But you make it.
You do, and every time I go, so it's just like sitting there comprehending like there's 42 bags of groceries and it's you.
Mhm.
So.
But you grab
Yeah.
that baby
Yeah.
and those 42 bags of groceries,
Yes.
and you make it in the house every time.
Yes. Every time.
Yes.
They get up there.
Yes.
So.
So with that being said, you are strong. You are a positive. In your child's life, you are someone that shows him that no matter what the barrier is, we can get through it. So I suggest that you continue to thrive
Thank you. I
in
appreciate
your
that.
education, in your daily life, because all of the dilemmas that you have, you still push through.
Yes.
So I see that you are very encouraged by your friends and your surroundings,
Mhm.
your school.
And this place has been very encouraging too. I look forward to it. I got here early.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to being around people here.
Hmm.
So I consider my friends.
Mhm.
So
That's good. Because
Yeah.
some friends turn into family.
yes, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly.
So
And we get to choose, so that was
Mhm.
it's even cooler.
yeah, when you have those friends and family members that support you, throughout your daily life and activities,
Absolutely.
that allows you to continue to move forward. So I see that you know which way to go in life. I see that you know what tears you down and what builds you up. I see that you have strength and the ability to do any and everything that you want to.
Thank you. I
Yes.
appreciate that,
Mhm.
Kiana. Thank
Yeah,
you.
you do. So I want you just to continue to just be Felicity.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Because coming out of your shell has been the best thing ever.
Yeah, it really feels good to be able to do it too.
Mhm.
Yep.
Come out of your shell and smile every day and feel beautiful.
Yes.
To just be wanted or want to be needed. Sometimes that can keep you in your shell if you don't know how to come out.
Yeah, that's
You know,
true. Yeah.
So I'm glad you did come out of your shell.
Thank you. Me too. That's what it feels like too.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That's awesome.
Okay, I think we're through.
Yeah. You're gonna be really good at this.